Who that what? Who that? Who that what? Who that wait? Who that what? Who that? Who that wait? Who that what? 28 what? Who that? Hold that what?
Who that? Who that? It's been 3 years, but I'm back. Who that 242 hosted by your boy Tim A on the Solid Network, Podcast Network, and it's been a while. And honestly, I was itching to come back, but the timing wasn't right. But shout out to the Solid Network. We have a partnership. We back, and I'm here to stay. I ain't going nowhere else. And now I'm back. I missed it. And my first guest. Y'all know him as Ju. I know him as Judah, and I actually remember the first day I met Judah NDO, Mr. Forbes in person.
Yeah.
February 2015. I just dropped at the COB. Sorry, I dropped at the COB. I wanted to go do my stuff full time. I always know about the NDO because I make 3 a.m. at the same time. My first day on the job at BTC/movie.
Oh yeah, you going way back.
I had to shoot a commercial at I had to shoot the interview at what COB library name? Chapter 1.
Yeah.
And so they sent Judah. And this was like first time we know of each other. So
Yeah.
Since then we've been boys. So that's been 6 years now.
Yeah,
and it's
longer
so crazy
than that.
because who that was only maybe like 3 months old. So it's crazy this full circle moment. You know, my boy is a rapper now.
Yeah.
We've gone through a pandemic.
Well, I'm not a rapper on paper.
Adam online. I'm not a rapper on the IG, Facebook, everywhere.
I'm not a rapper, Jew. Still not a rapper.
So I mean, some people became chefs in the pandemic. You know, some people became TV show hosts, but you became a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
It's hashtag not a rapper.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that. I always love music with your passion because like you always used to be in the sets of music videos. Rappers would come to you for that branding, but you decided to go in front of the camera this time.
I always loved music, like you said, and I felt like, you know, if there was any time to do it, I feel like last year was the perfect time for me to try anything that I didn't have chance to do, and something out of my comfort zone. But why not? I actually, when I visit a friend Najee, he's an artist. Najee done, and while he was working on this new album, I was checking on him and the kids, and he was like, "Yo, I like you."
Growing up, you have friends, the kids. I have a kid.
Yeah, yeah. He have a family. Shout out to him and the family. He had a little home studio, and he's like, "Yo, I like get you in here, man. Let's try to record something." He been trying to get me to record something. It's like, no, man, I ain't into that. And he's like, just put the headphones on. We download some of YouTube, and the first thing came to my mind is just mumble something, and we mumble the melody. And he look at me, he's like, wait, we have to do something, but you don't understand how easy like that look.
He touched by the Lord, so he had to define.
Yeah, he's like, no, but like I was like, no, but I ain't into that. And I did Trenches. I was like, nah, Penthouse. And I said, but it's garbage. And I said it to Shadi.
Trash.
Shadi even answered me, so Shadi think it's garbage. And Shadi wake up, I said, it's sleeping, but this is hard. But you record this? Everyone's like, well, you write this or you record this? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, you don't know. People just don't wake up and start rapping, but so we just went with it. And when I realized how much people I could have been inspiring by, if I could do something that people didn't expect, you could do the same. So I felt like it's something that I really want to put together, not just putting out songs or becoming an artist, but putting a project out there that you didn't expect and they inspire other people to step with their comfort zones.
So Trenches was the first album. Was the first song you recorded.
Yeah.
So usually the first song someone records isn't the first song that they release. Usually they make something specific.
No, sorry. So Trenches was the first song that I put out that I started to record. Then I recorded I'm Sorry. I'm Sorry was actually the first finished song.
Okay.
Yeah, because I sent it to Shadi and he did it first. What I did, I'm Sorry, I did both of them the same time. And so I'm Sorry will always have I'll always have a separate love for that because that was like, that was literally just me mumbling.
Right.
Same thing with Trenches, but those two were the first songs I recorded those back to back.
And speaking about Trenches and Sorry, the video just dropped. I watched it this morning before I came here. Shout out to Travi. Travi was the first rapper I ever who that.
Yeah.
So I just like the family.
Travis hard. Yeah, because even when I sent it to him, I sent him the first track, which was Sorry, just a little demo. And I called him that same night while I was in the studio, and the pitching thing was off, and all doing. Travis is my real boy. Travis like, yo, that's trash, bro. It's like, you trying to be a rapper for you? And I was like,
the cost correct.
Yeah, Korea was there like, don't say that. And I was like, no. I said, okay, coming back. I got something for you. And I sent him the Trenches and I re-recorded. Sorry, he's like, yo, I like it. You should do that.
Plus, we're friends, and Travis been in this game in a while, and he knows the technicality.
He don't want me to come out there, and he obviously wanted me to put my best foot forward, and he didn't want me to come out there with trash. So I appreciate him, and that's the feedback I needed.
So how do you think it's a cheat code for you? Because like, I mean, like I said, you are creative in your own right as a photographer, so you know how things are supposed to look. You always on these video sets, and now you have some of your best friends. You got now, so you got your musically inclined producers, rappers. So I feel like you came into the game exactly with the cheat code, with the golden card, with the spoon in your mouth.
The only cheat code I have is my momentum and me wanting to do it, because I've seen people with a talent, with the resources, who are parents and family members who have millions of dollars themselves and not pushing themselves. I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste my potential. So whatever resources I have with anything I do, I just like to make the best of it. So even if I take a step back, at least I know that I did my best, and I'm able to see the true outcome. I hate to try to do something, not put my best effort forward, and when I see the results, I'm not sure what it would have been like. Or it's always, if I did this differently or push a little bit harder, this would have been the outcome. So with anything I do, whether if I decide to be a chef, like you mentioned, or make clothes, I'll be the best there is, or the best in me, to deliver that, and then take a seat and see what the results will be.
And you talked about this being outside your comfort zone. With me knowing you, I think you're lying, because I know you. So maybe it might be out your comfort zone for other people, but like people who know you know that this is you. Like we know you behind the scenes when you were actually chilling out. So why do you think it's outside your comfort zone to go behind in front of the camera or in front of a mic and rap? Because like to me, I know you. So like to me, this wasn't a big surprise to me. This was like, okay, another chapter in your life.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've never wanted to do music. I always loved music, but I never could have seen myself being an artist. Tried it. Everyone tried being a rapper in high school.
Man. In the box.
Just like how everyone downloaded virtual DJ and trying to be DJ. But I just couldn't. I'm always a behind the scenes person. I like making people happy. I like bringing my ideas to life. And I realized, music is also telling stories. So me not being a rapper is a whole story behind not being a rapper. And I can rap with what I know. I can't really rap with stuff that I don't know.
You can't put on.
Yeah, I can't put on. I don't have a Rolls Royce. Like I say, I dream about a Rolls Royce, but I can't say a Rolls Royce in my parking lot. But I felt like it was out of my comfort zone. I'm a shy person, believe it or not. This is definitely the most camera.
Okay.
It's definitely the most camera and action I've been getting in a long time. When you're in the back of the cameras or next to the cameras, when you're in the front of the cameras or the mics on you and the attention's on you, it's a whole different ball game. And the pressure's on now because people want to see, what's this album about or what's it about. But I got something for them.
And also the shout out to you look like a whole different Judah that I saw before the pandemic. You lost weight, you're looking better, And like I said, these friends, I can tell them you look better.
Man. Appreciate that.
And even, not to say not to say you dressing better or worse, but you switch yourself up. You have a distinct look.
I intentionally did that.
So talk to me about when did it come from? Okay, I losing weight for my health and how I want to look to the style. Did the style come for this way? Want Judah Forbes to be, or was it like this style is supposed to be Jew?
Well, losing weight, I tried working out a couple of years ago too, just like anyone else. And 3 months I didn't see no results, so I stopped. And then I tried it again, and I didn't know that this would have been the results. I know I could have seen myself putting on weight. I got to like maybe 234, and I said, okay, I almost at 300.
That's how much I've been weighing for the last 3 years.
Yeah,
so you call me fat,
But I'm shorter than you, and I had a big round belly. People just top me belly, but you got to do something about this.
Why are we behaving so like? I mean, I guess it.
Yeah, and I had a friend who died, a good friend of mine who died. He was 28 years old. He died from a heart attack, and he was fit. Yeah. And I was like, if he could die from a heart attack, So I just said, let me just try it. I'm a person that like to try things, so I tried it and I stuck with it. And a couple of months, I was just shredding pounds. Every month, I was dropping like 15 to 20
This was like
pounds.
a home gym, going to the gym.
Well, I started off in the gym for 3 months, and COVID happened. So I just hit the road. I started power walking, I started jogging. And it was actually meditation for me too. For creative, sometimes you need to, get that access and clear your head. So jogging was a mental thing for me. Even when I lost weight, people telling me I started to lose too much weight. I went down to like 158.
Oh wow!
So people was like, "You have COVID."
That's nearly 100 pounds.
Yeah, my waistband went from a 36 to a 29. So.
Oh yeah, man, you put in work.
So after the gym closed, then I was like, man, I already done put in so much work. Let me just keep going. And it was therapy for me. For someone who wasn't do therapy yet. But it was therapy for me, and it worked. I just tried it, and I actually was inspiring other people too. I feel like the feedback what I was getting was one of the main pushes for me. And then I always like style, but big small chest, small arms, big belly. Only so much things you want to wear. Like only so much t-shirts I about to wear, and I always wanted to switch my style up.
My boy got abs now.
I always I always show up at YNG and other stores here, and I always I'd flag a lot of things online and say, okay, I would wear this one day once I get in shape. I want my transformation to be not only my size but also my look. And then when I started this rapping thing, I said, "Oh, definitely got to look like a rapper." I had some chains. I gave them away to inspire an artist. He's like, "I want some chains," and he was a talented guy. I took my chains off my neck and I gave them to him. I didn't post it because I didn't want to post it.
Not everything.
Yeah, and I don't want to call his name, but he's a very talented guy. And I said, you know what, I wanna support him. And he's like, I trying to get me some chains. I was like, I don't even use these like that no more. Let me just give it to him. And now he have a next reason to push and feel like a rapper. I know I'm a rapper, and I probably won't be doing it, as much as they would. They love it. I want to support him and his dream.
Right.
I felt like, I wanted to look the part too. I can't be coming there, no coat suit and no button on. So, instead of giving a little trip together, start wearing tennis again.
Catch your colors,
Yeah, go online and just screenshot some things. Do with Travis Scott and Dory that must be wearing, So, there ain't gonna be no designer. Definitely not me. So, you don't get to see me wearing a $500 belt.
Yeah,
$600 shoes. If you see that, just know get some kids in the bank. Because right there, I ain't fronting, but that ain't me. I like it, but I don't like it from my pocket. If you buy me Gucci something, I wearing it. But I ain't going to Gucci store myself. No, it ain't gonna be me. So I invested in the project. Looking the part also. Not just being an artist. Don't stop in the booth. Everybody could write, everybody could, everyone could spit, but you gotta. It's a full play. You gotta record, you gotta create visuals, you gotta create your brand, and dressing up and investing in my style was me creating my brand.
That's the next question. So me, I think Pharrell calls it synthesis. No, I don't. Synthesis. I know I spelled it wrong, so don't worry in the comments. But basically, you hear music in colors, right? So, and the reason why I can't listen to music without artwork. So whenever I listen to your stuff, I see purple because that's how you brand your artwork is purple. So talk to me about having that. Why purple? Why not the dark? Everyone's trying to go that dark, gloomy, gray, and black. Or sometimes some people just do the Bohemian colors. So why purple? What purple meant? What that meant for you?
Purple was, to be honest, when I went in these home studios recording my demos, purple just gave me a vibe. The black represents, just dark. I like to record music at night when everything is, settled and my day is done. Now I can be creative. I don't have to worry about nobody calling me and then I have to pop up and do something else. And then the lights, they remind me of those, those LED strips. I would always turn those on in the studio and then I just get a vibe. So purple is giving me vibes, culture. So I could just vibe. It could be red, but purple just worked for me. So I don't want too much red or too much yellow, or everyone goes for the blue. So I just put on purple and the AC kick in and I just vibing in the studio and I just making music or, just making some melodies. So purple was just a thing that, that worked for me. And even from the photo shoot, I just felt like it just gave me a different vibe and it separated me from everybody else. And it's something I felt like I could have stuck with. And
so with artists, it's always hard to relinquish some of the control, some of those decisions to other people. How hard has it been for you as an artist to let this one? And I know you so used to doing.
Yeah, and you saying artist, and I like, who you talking
to? You are. You have songs on the radio, you have music videos out. So like you're right now, how you would be the one taking Beyonce's pictures. I know if it was up to you, you put up a tripod and take the pictures yourself. How hard is it to relinquish that, the marketing, the image, the music video, all these things to other people so you could focus in this moment just on the music? You're capable of doing all these things, but how hard has it been and how many arguments was there to be like, Judah, let me do this. It
was always an argument, and I was always around myself too. I had to set deadlines, I had to set dates, and being a creative, you always want to try it, especially when you can do everything yourself. It's a good thing. It's like, and I tell myself, you can wash a car, but you don't wash your own car. So that means you have to get it done. And in my life, I always like to delegate, and I believe in paying people for service, to make your life better too. So it's like two people benefit. Some person benefit more on the monetization side, and you benefit because you get it done. It's like a checklist. So I like to get multiple things at one time. I'm an entrepreneur, so I don't believe in having everything bottleneck. So I said, I can do the graphics, but if me sitting down 7 hours doing the graphics is holding me back from doing 10 other things, I'm not going to spend the time doing that. I'm going to pay a graphic. It was very costly, but everything takes investment. So it takes me not partying, skipping a 1 2 dates or some dinners, just cutting back. That's reality. Like, being a rapper in the Bahamas, I had to cut back and I had to adjust. I felt my pockets getting dry because I had to invest in what I believe was, something that I love and was my passion right then and then. And I want it to be the standard too. Other artists I feel like can do the same thing. Some flyers with $20, some flyers with $30. You can't say you don't have the money to create artwork for a song that you drop when you can go and buy bears for $30. That don't make sense to me.
Bottles?
Yeah, you spending $900 to $1,000 buying bottles in the club. And you can't even invest it in studio time and, just building a brand for yourself. It's unrealistic. I paid for a photo shoot with Sherrod, and I felt like he gave me way more than what I paid for. He's super creative, and when two creatives come together, they started making it happen. Like he understand the mission. I told him what I wanted to do, and he was like, "Yo, you really want to be a rapper? That's dope." And we ran with it, and I love that, and it's sped up the timeline too. So I don't have to drag my feet run after somebody's doing me something for free. Now, if you offer to do it for free, by all means, but I'm gonna say, hey, how much is your service? This is what I need done. Can you get it done in this time? Someone has to be the over communicator, else you're never going to get anything done. And I had to tell myself that. Now it's good to know that you can do these things, have them in your back pocket. So if someone does decide to drag their feet and there's a mishap, don't take me down to open up my laptop to put a flyer, put a PST together, put a logo together, edit my own videos, all the Judah for Judah challenges. I edit all those videos. Some of the flyers I did, some of the flyers I didn't do. Sometimes I needed, or some things I forgot and dropped the ball, but I just opened up my laptop and I got it done. I'm not going to sit there and not get something done. It's either they're going to do it or I'm going to do it. And it's good to have two options versus one.
As a friend, I'm watching when the song for Judah dropped. It won my heart because I met both you and Judah on the Lion Seymour at the same time. So it's always been like, it's always clowning you. I used to always facilitate like Judah and whoever like, no, I mean him. So that it won my heart to be like, okay, two people who I really enjoy, like, are creatives, make a song together. And then so talk to me about how important it was, to get that viral marketing and organic marketing by doing the challenge. And talk to me about, was there any artists you discovered in that time who you didn't know about? Or just talk to me about the experience of going through that challenge.
Yeah, well, Judah, shout out to Judah, man. Judah was actually one of the first artists I reached out to, the first 2 weeks when I, was thinking about doing the project. Because I was on, the adrenaline was running. I didn't want to put myself out there, and I wasn't sure if that's what I really wanted to do. But Judah, Foot, Shadi, Najee, I hit up Judah, and Judah was like, yo, he just started hitting me with
the most positive person you would ever
meet. Even the stuff, I started Googling words. He was like, you sound sonically this and that. And I was like, what is he talking about? He's like, like, yo, you write this? Like, because I said I need a feature, and he was like, who this for? And he's like, what you mean? Like, who you shoot the video for? I was like, yo, that's me, and then, like, he called me. He stopped WhatsApp to me. He called me and said, yo, man, you sound good and everything or whatever. And we know each other a lot because people always confuse us. We work in the industry,
and that's why the concept of the
song, we had to do it that way because I was like, yo, we got to do a song where build off that same vibe where people always getting us mixed up, and we just did a flip where let's make it entertaining. My girl cheating on me for the next Judah, but she don't even know that that's my boy. And so when she's saying I miss you, Jew, I think she's saying me, but he's showing you, but she really meaning me, bro. Like she can't wait to see me. Like, hey, what you really dealing with? So let's work on a plan together, and we actually we working towards shooting the video very soon. That's going to be very dope. It's a Greater Gatsby theme, so we going way back. And I ain't a rapper, but my videos,
the roaring 20s.
Yeah, so I can make sure my videos be top notch. That's my realm. I can say I'm a video producer hands down. So I wanted to bring as much visuals to life as possible, and even with the challenge, I felt like, with the whole project, getting people to step with their comfort zone. I want to see who's the talents out there because there's so many talents inside the Bahamas, especially upcoming, where they're recording themselves, they're mixing themselves, and they're one-stop shop. And I got like 34 entries for the challenge, but I also got another 17 that didn't met the requirements. Sending stuff without the instrumental, and not following the rules. So there were other people I couldn't submit that were talented. And I was surprised. Like I get to know about them, so I could work with them in the future too. And with other projects, I could work with them and do videos and stuff like that. And it was a fun thing. It was a fun showcase. I wish we do more stuff like that. I wish I had a bigger budget. $500 was something I did come to me. Watching my pockets and making sure that I stick to the plan, because sometimes I get.
And we know you.
I tell my marketing manager, Tess, I was like, hey, let's do $1,000. Tess like, relax.
Relax. And it's good that people in the corner who know that because like I say, us creators, like, we always thinking everything, but sometimes we need to just just
Yeah. I saw my reality
Calm
checks.
down,
Yeah.
calm
So
down.
my manager's like, yo, no, let's stick to the plan and let's do something more affordable. So I did $500, but that's me. I would spend my all just to push someone and with a chance for them to go to the next level. But it was great. I don't regret it at all. And I actually wish more stuff like that could happen because so many talented
working with each
talents.
other more than just trying
Yeah.
to
So even
outshine the other.
even the outcome of that, we did a remix. So we ended up picking the first and the second place winner. E-Man was the first place winner, and Zari Cash did an awesome voice too. So we did a remix with all four of us, and that's going to be in the video too. And then we also did a female response for the best three females. That's how in love I was with the challenge and the talent that came out of it. So Monisha Boleg, Milan J, and Roxy Star, they're on the female remix.
Dope.
So they're giving their response to their Judah for Judah side, so that's going to be dope, and that's on the album. So, a lot of good things came out of it. So I'm excited to do more stuff like that once I get this project with the way, and I want to be able to do challenges like that, and monetary donations shouldn't always be the main factor.
The end goal, yeah.
As artists, we should be able to come together, do a challenge, and just hop on it. I would like to see Kazi, who did the Bayman song.
Guys,
just hopping on Chronic. These people just hopping on songs, and everyone just doing their own version of you say with the challenges, and let's make it happen. We shouldn't be waiting on someone to say, okay, there's a price point, and then we shouldn't have our pride holding us back. A lot of artists, they won't do it because they feel like, oh, what if I don't win? I don't care if I look bad. What if I like Twin intentionally? Twin and my boys. Shout out to Twin. Them. Twin them is like, yo, why you want us come on this challenge? I say, yo, I know how y'all go, and it's like I can send one. And Twin intentionally did a verse called The Deadline. He dropped it the last day of the challenge, and that was fire. It's like, I don't care about winning, bro. Like this your thing, and like I like it. It's fun. I just want to drop a verse. Same thing with Foots. He didn't make the deadline, so I couldn't post it. Foots, you come too late. Whatever you drinking, Kubli or whatever he was drinking, he was drunk, and he didn't make the deadline, so I didn't post it. I had to be fair because if he did win, he not knows how.
Recount.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun. To do, and I would definitely do stuff like that as more often as much as possible. And that only good things came out of it. And I'm pretty sure more stuff like that happened.
And even going to pay, I discovered some artists by just watching the challenge. So I do my bookmarks. Like, okay, like, keep
plenty people got that fire, but I'm still in the process of learning too. I'm learning, and I have no pride. So I ask them, how do you do this? And I ask people all the time. They don't get tired of me because I don't get tired of asking. What's your method of how you do music? Because everyone do music differently, and it's just a vibe. A lot of people giving feedback saying they're fan of me, and I'm a fan of you, bro. So let's work together, and let's tell each other that, so we could continue to push each other, because we are our brother's keeper.
Speaking about that, shout out to my schoolie. I heard her voicemail was on the.
Yeah, she's a feature, man. I say I didn't want to use anyone who I was dating at the time, because I don't want to have to pull it off the track when the time comes. But Tess ain't going nowhere. That's my best friend. So I was like, you send me some toxic voice notes. And that was so hard for her, because she's like, what you mean be toxic? I say row, like I used to be rowing these guys and things.
And actually, said, before I came in, I had my sister here to watch the video, because she's like, oh, like she touched her birds, like, oh, who getting cursed? Who getting around like this? Shout out to that. She put the effort in that one.
She understand the
assignment. So talk to me about all the song from like we say, it's the first song you recorded. You added Test, homie Travis, you had Gary shoot the video. Just talk to me about the concept of that video. Sorry.
So I wrote the video. Shout out to Gary for bringing that idea to life. I directed as well too. So when I'm on the camera, I'm actually directing and looking at the playbox, and I'm actually stepping back to review. So it was a lot of work,
Written by Judah, shot by Judah, directed by
Judah. Producing, getting all the range, all the venues, all the food. I believe in providing the experience too. So I always have food on my sets, music. I always have behind the scenes. Always, everywhere I go, I have behind the scenes. I always have a photographer, videographer. I always want to document the process. Because I believe that's a part of branding to invest in itself. Of
course.
So entourage, these people who getting stuff done. I actually had 2 photographers there. When I called Gary's my brother. When I call him and I say, hey, this is what I want to do, he just say, give me the date and let's make it happen. There's no money involved. He just wanted to help me. And it's like, I don't do music videos no more. So he actually took away from music videos to focus more on the corporate side,
right, to get
the videography.
Shout stuff
and he's like, I'll do it for you. You say you want to do a video, you can do it, and no, don't be acting shy on this camera. So he got me, and we did a thing. Even the guys I hit up with the car auto clinic, I say, yeah, I want to rent some cars. It's like, no man, we like what you're doing. We give you the cars for free. So the love has been there, and I've been blessed the whole entire project, and for the music video in particular. And Travis, that song actually had 2 verses on it, and like I said, when I first recorded, I recorded it in the wrong pitch auto tune. I didn't know no better.
Yeah.
And Travis like, man, it's trash, and this is just a melody. And I was like, okay, I coming back. When I sent it back, then it's like, yo,
and that's important
this
too,
fire.
because you would have thought that this was the best thing ever. Anyway, it's like, you know what, Travis just hating.
But the thing is, that's why I asked him to. I was like, why? What's your thoughts? Like that's what you do. And then if that's what I wanted to hear, I wanted to hear his honest opinion. He's a rapper. He's been on Sway in the Morning. Travis is a beast. And that's my very
featured
good friend.
in Grammy winning movies.
And that's my brother. So for him, for him to give me his honest opinion, and he's like, hold on, let me listen to it good, because I sent him a voice. No, when he listened to it good, and I sent him a track, he's like, yo, this fire. And I was like, yeah. He's like, take your voice off it, and I going on it. And then, so I was like, that's how you know it's fire, because I going on the song.
I
Because I said, he's like, because I was like, we can work on another song. He said, no, I want the same one. I love this.
Hey, like the movie, I'm the captain now. I want this song.
Yeah, so he's like, yo, let's do it. And he's like, but as a creative too, it was easy for me to write music. Just once I understand the structure and how to go about doing it, getting my ideas in my head, I have a lot of ideas. So being able to translate it into music was I guess that was the push for me being an artist, because that was my leverage. I always could tell a story, and being able to record music is almost the same process, telling a story. I always write treatments and scripts, so it's just putting in music form. I just had to learn how to flow and count bars, and that was the hardest one.
Bars and hitting the pockets and all that.
A lot of my music kind of have a storyline to it, so that was the easy part, the easy part of the process. But sorry was my first song, and that was just just like I rapped about what I know. I rapped about being in relationships and not having the time, and when you do have time, they still complain about you not having time, and we want to say it's over, but we don't know how to say it's over. So that's all I'm really saying is, like, you rowing and you fighting for something that I trying to tell you that it's no longer there. It's what we're done, but I don't know how to tell you that.
Yeah.
But you ain't getting it.
Like this ain't making sense to you. Like, I'm trying to tell you it's over, but I don't know how to say it, and you don't really understand it.
You see me getting messages from people. You see me, spending time doing other things, and I need to get away from this, because there is no more of this. We don't exist anymore. Somebody need to say it, and I'm sorry it have to be me. Yeah.
So before we get the album, let's go back a bit. Who are you listening to right now? It could be any genre: rap, reggae.
I listen to everybody. I love Afrobeats. I love rap. I love R&B. I listen to Drake. I listen to Chris Brown. I listen to Nas, Jay-Z, J. Cole. I love J. Cole music. Wizkid. That album been on repeat.
I've been listening to that since it dropped around.
Burna Boy. And I still listen to old culture too. Like, I just listened to Chuck Fender yesterday. I was listening to old Drop Leaf Rhythm, literally like Sundays on the weekends. I like to go back and listen to old music. I love T-Pain. I love music. Iceberg.
What about listening to the creator or the?
I haven't. No, Shadi just told me about it. Shadi's put me on, so I went back. Sometimes I have like a month or a couple of weeks where I just go back and listen to old music. I listen to 90s rap, or 2010 rap. I went back and listen to like Wild Thoughts and stuff like that. So especially with iTunes, they make it so easy for you to put it a playlist
right now.
Yeah, so I try not to be all over the place, and I listen to some baby music. Like, trust me, I have months where I just baby music is so good now. I mean, when I had to filter 10 years ago, I had to filter through like by who hard, annoying hard, and I felt like I was just supporting. But I just like music.
I just
like
enjoy it, yeah.
To them, tell you that, like, before I know them, I just used to listen to music. I had all their music, and I have my favorite songs from them too. And Lord Ryan and Drew and Foots, like, I just could listen to their music. And Jamie, I could listen to Right There and Back Burner Love, just vibing, without even having to say, oh, just as your music I listen to as a supporter. No, I ain't get time to be sending you that. I mopping, I get my shirt off, and I listening to your song.
Right.
What I mean?
And that's on my playlist. That's facts. If you clean it, if you listen to it clean, you really like the music.
Yeah, I ain't get time. Like, when Sean Ball them on, like, I ain't get time to go tag them and post them. Like, if I in the car, then but if I hear it on the radio, but I don't get a chance to listen to the radio because I'm always listening to what I want to listen to.
Right.
I like being, especially Sleepy Legs. Like, I like being in music. I love being in rap, and I can't even say rap now because all the music are talented, like Dyson Knight, Wendy Does, Bodie and Patrice Morel, D-Mark, Ronnie Balados, Shine. I love music in general, so I try to listen to a little bit of everything. I'll end up listening to some country music too, but I love it. But it's one or two songs that
Yeah,
can
yeah.
slide.
My wave right now recently has been a mix of my first love was always neo soul R&B, but right now I'm on Afro beats and I said to Masego. You know, Masego is
Yes.
is a Jamaican.
Yeah.
Nigeria, I think it's Jamaican African living in the States, so he has that's just a different mix.
Yeah. And I listen to a lot of Drake. Drake is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, I'm waiting for certified. They think certified dropping like in 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, so I listen to a lot. Too much Kanye West.
What's your
Kanye West
favorite
all the time.
favorite Drake album?
Nothing was the same.
This was why he's fine. That's why he's voice. What about Kanye? What's your favorite Kanye album?
I'd say I'd have to be that joint project, not Watch the Throne. Yeah.
For me, it's between 808s and Dark Fantasy. My favorite Kanye West song is I Wonder. It's just between the Find Your Dream Come from that. It just is literally when I hear that opening, I just feel different.
Yeah, I like No Church in a While.
Oh, so that year was 2010. Yeah, that's my favorite song that whole year. Was
Yeah.
Dream and then Frank and yeah, man. So
that's a vibe.
He's a man with good taste.
Yeah, man, I love music.
So back to the album. I always know you record hundreds of songs. How hard is it? How difficult to say, I will put this one and that one and this one and make this. This is the album, the first album. How difficult was it for you to craft? Because I know
for the features or you mean just the songs in general?
For the songs in general, because I know you say you can tell a story, and of course you may record 50 songs, but it's difficult to try and make this 12, this 14, all sound a cohesive body of work. So how difficult? So take me through the process of.
Well, I could be honest with you. This project is just me trying a little bit of everything, So that's why I tried a dabble with Afro beats, and I become making a statement. I'm not a rapper. I had to stick with that theme. So trying rapping would be trying a song that talks about the struggle, a song that makes you feel good when you want to bump your head in the club, a song that talks about a breakup, a song that makes you want to fall in love with this girl all over again, and then a song just talk about brotherhood, like someone just riding with me. So I just did a little bit of everything, just a vibe. So that was the only way I could know how I sound too, and know what works for me and what didn't work. A lot of things didn't work, but the only way for me to find was if I recorded. I recorded like maybe 42 songs, 42 demos, and the album consists of 17 songs. So I chopped that down and I picked like the best or what I felt like would work best for that project. Some stuff won't necessarily be trash, but it won't fit for this project here. So I tied it together, a nice little storyline. So I don't want to give away the little sneak peeks, but the intro is very nice. I got some friends on the intro, on the outro, so it ties together with the theme. I'm not a rapper, and you're gonna hear me stumble one or two times on some words. That's what I don't want to delete all that out there. I want you to see the frustration. I want you to hear me trying to become a rapper. It's a process, But when I come up with the next project, just know I come up with that heat.
More polished.
No, it can be a big difference. I feel like now I cringe listening to the Trenches or these songs that I did like in February, but because now that people said you're gonna like it, I do like it now, and I sound way different, and I'm more confident. I write faster, I write more stronger. My body of work, my storytelling, my music, I'm able to elaborate a little bit more and get unique with metaphors and different stuff like that. Just because I've been doing a lot of studying, I got a lot of help from friends in the process. So I did a little bit of everything for in terms of selection of the songs, and now it's just putting it out there and seeing what people gravitate towards, and I know what direction to lean and forward with the next project. So
you said how Travis took over. Sorry, how did the other features come about?
Just the vibe. Like when you're in the studio, like when I did that song with Judah, that was a given, right? And when I wanted to make a song with Jamie, we were supposed to do an R&B song, so she just dropped that R&B project, and she killed that, by the way. I love that, especially 2015. That's one of my favorite songs on it. Right. Even though I'm supposed to be on the guy's side. Right. It's just some honest truth. It's a vibe, yeah. But we went in the studio, we went in the studio, and I always used to be nervous just going in the studio, just because like with these professionals, I want to be like, sometimes I can write fast, sometimes I can write slow, and I'm open to the feedback, but still you want to, I want to put my best on. You want to overthink the process.
Plus you competitive, so you want to be able to the box with the.
So when she went in there, and she was like, we can do an R&B song. We didn't pick a beat, nothing. We just wanted to be just fresh and clean. And we went in the studio, and Jamie works super fast. It's unrealistic. she was like, she just had me practicing some different melodies, and you know, she's basically like a vocal coach right then and then. And when she heard my voice, she was like, hold on, you like our Afrobeat? And I was like, yeah. She's like, you want to do an Afrobeat song? And I was like, yeah, like, why not? I mean, if you think I could do it, she's like, I think you could do it. So we just scratched the whole R&B thing, and she had started writing the hook for the R&B song, and we scratched that. We looked for an Afrobeat beat, and I was going through. She's like, I like that, and I just saw her start vibing, and I gave her the concept, and we just started writing. She just started making it happen, bro. Like I was like, because the song is called Skyfall. You know, I do a New Year's party, so it's like basically. You know, two lovers, they met at this New Year's party, and before they was just vibing. You know, when you meet someone, you don't just ask them for their name and them. You dance with them if it's a vibe, and we were dancing, and we were all over each other on the song.
I got you. You don't gotta.
Yeah, on the song.
I guess you have to make sure that you.
Yeah.
I was following.
So you know, I'm big on storytelling, so it have to make sense from jump.
Yeah.
So you know, we had this Skyfall, and you dancing with each other, and you know, fight breaks out. You don't get the exchange number. You don't know who the person is. You don't know who their friends is. Everybody just have to go their separate ways. And like, hold on, let me connect with this person. And I'm all about, you know, social media, trying to find out, okay, how could they find her? Anyone knows about her? Like, I just can't stop thinking about her. And she's doing the same thing on her end. I can't just stop thinking about this guy. Anyone know I could find him? What is his name? Who he is? Who's his friends? And people's like, I think he can be to this next party. And so it's like, okay, she can be his next party, or he can be his next party. We can suit up, almost like you're getting ready for a wedding. So you in your corner, you getting dressed, and you putting on your best, and I putting on my best because I know you can be to this party. And so once we see each other's body, it's just a vibe, and it's like I've been waiting for this, and now that we get each other attention, because the whole song is we basically just searching for each other, and at the end we finally connect and we fall in love.
Well, we actually have this on the play. I mean, I feel like it's the perfect time to just
on Skyfall.
Let the people in here what's going on.
Your love. I need your love. I need your love. I need your love. I need your love. Your love. Dial on 1 I see you looking like your heart become over. Do you see something you like? Brush past your cool rest man on your shoulder. Then you go vibe with me until the night. I don't know who he is, but I need him. Oh, he needs me too. One wine ain't enough need to meet him. Wine with you. Black tie and a suit, have you seen it? I don't know who he is, but I need his love. I need your love.
I need your love.
I need your love. Come be my love.
Come be my love.
Come be my love. I'll be your love.
I'll be your love.
I'll be your love. Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Don't take away your love like that. Why you on the run like that? Your body give me heart attack. Your wife make me come right back. Take you to the VIP, just you and me. I show you a real party. Leave your friends and your man, don't tell nobody. I don't know who she is, but I need her.
Boy, I need you too.
One touch ain't enough, need to meet her.
One touch from you.
Black dress, red lips, have you seen her?
Looking for you too.
I don't know who she is, but I need her love.
I need your love.
I need your love.
I need your love. Come be my love.
Come be my love.
Come be my love. I'll be your love.
I'll be your love.
I'll be your love. Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Can't get enough. I need your love.
I need your love.
I need your love. Come be my love.
Come be my love.
Come be my love. I'll be your love. I'll be your love. I'll be your love. I'll be your love. Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Your love.
I don't know who he is, but I need him.
Boy, I've been listening to Wizkid for the last couple of weeks. I could see you now opening for Wizkid when he comes to NASA. I really like that one.
Yeah.
So we reach the fun part of the show now. I want to keep going. So what else? You got No More Love? So
Yeah.
That one.
So No More Love. That's a track with me, Sleepy Lex, my brother, Overdose, my brother, and that's crazy that a lot of these artists, these talents are like good friends of mine. These are people that I've talked to on numerous occasions before even having them go on a song. So it's like, it's love, it's always love, and they always give me feedback. We always, if I do events, I get them involved. I always hire them. I always respect them, and I always, support them with whatever they do. So when it's my turn, I felt like I was overwhelmed with all the love and support I got in return. When I told Overdose I needed him to get in the studio, Overdose book a flight that weekend and came to the Bahamas.
Oh man. That's the love. That's the love.
When I become a millionaire, or if he becomes a millionaire, first someone got to tell a story. He literally say, "Yo, I got you, fam." Like, I think he wasn't even going to take this job. I can't say what place it is, but he didn't want to take this job and say, "I can take this job just so I can book this flight so we can record this thing." And he's like, he literally did that same weekend. And so, I had a deadline, and we went in the studio after the job. I told him at 12 o'clock in the night, Overdose, Scully came to the studio. We made it happen. And Lex, oh man, me and Lex.
Lex voice so distinctive.
Yeah, me and Lex, I was like, I can't even lie to you. In this process, because even when Lex was one of the first artists I reached out to, he was in the States working on this stuff. And I was like, yo, what you think? And Lex, like, he called me, he's like, yo, I know Lex from young. With him and DJ, I used to teach them how to do videography so they could shoot for their dad when he goes on tour. And I know Lex from, he was in grade 9. And I said, what I used to call him? I used to call him baby, baby Dylan. And so, he's a hate that.
Baby Mark.
Yeah.
I used to call him Little Mark, and he's like...
Yeah, he's a big man now, And Lex, Lex is a really good artist. So when I hit him up, I say, what you think? And it's like, yo, this you? He's like, bro, no lie, bro. You sound like...
That's exactly how he's talking.
He's like, you sound like the Bohemian Kirko Banks. It's like, he said, well, you surprised me, bro. No, why, wait. But
I mad you walking him so good.
He said, well, you surprised me.
If it goes like that, I feel like next to the studio.
He's like, you surprised me, dog, man. You gotta send me some stuff, man. So I was like, yeah, I can send you some stuff. And even in the process, he's a perfectionist. He said, no, I can send you something better. And it's almost like, you think he's working on this for his own project. Lex sent me 12 songs.
What?
12 songs.
It
was like, every time he sent me a song, like, I remember Lex sent me a song 2 weeks after I hit him up. And this was in February, Like a Boss. And I did a verse. He sent a hook. And then he was like, oh, no, I get something better. No, but you, man, I know myself. I know I could get something. And I was like, wait, like, what you doing? And
all I want to know is when this collabo EP coming out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Because I mean, as I'm saying, y'all control it. If y'all have 12 songs, you can just give me a little EP, little 5.
We get you're a very smart guy. That's all I can say.
No, little 5 songs there.
Yeah, that's all I can leave it to say that. You're a very smart guy.
Because I always tell people I know everyone in the industry, like we have music, like we pay attention to the industry over there. They just drop songs, like take for instance Carnival. Marshall will drop 20 songs a season. You need to know too.
Yeah.
But he's dropped 20. That 20. I ain't one hit.
Yeah.
So just put the content out. Once it's good content, once you proud of the content, don't hold it. Put it out there. You never know who can hear who can hear.
You ain't gonna lie. But with this song here, this was when we finally got this. This is like one of the two. Even this when I got this song, Lex sent me 3 more songs after this. But this is it, right?
This is the one.
This is it, because he's back in the States now, and he's like, we like I said, we working on stuff. He writes some stuff, and he set me up and say, you know what, you send me some ideas, and I sent him stuff too, and I'm surprised that he actually used them. Like, I sent him some stuff, and like he's like, you can write, like, stop downplaying it. Like, I know you saying you're not a rapper, but like, I used to be like, man, that's the best I could do, or I can't give you no hard hook. And he said, no, but do it, and then let me tell you different, because you could do this, bro. Like, him and Footsam, like, I'm shy him, like, they push me and say, but stop downplaying yourself. Like, you got this, and that confidence is what I needed too. And
sometimes it might only just take the confidence. You might have the talent, but people don't understand it's night and day.
I just thought it was unrealistic for me to just give you like a bad verse and or a bad song, and you ain't even a rapper, like a hard song and you ain't a rapper. So like,
hey, I guess they evaluate what makes you a rapper other than calling yourself one. What makes someone a rapper?
Yeah, that's
just saying you are one,
Yeah, that's a very good point. And I say, what I want for this song, what we have here, I wanted to do a twist. I want to give us some, because right now what's trending is the city girls. Girls want to be flued out. Girls want
all the hot girls.
Yeah, all the hot girls. They want to have a good time, respectfully, right? They're so tired of guys, pulling up on them and they have to worry, but if they're making sense or not and wasting their time. Say before I waste your time and you waste my time, we can have fun for the night. We could party for the summer, but right now the summer all about me. I just want to have fun. We can connect. Whatever happens, but I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking for love. The song's called No More Love, so I'm not looking for love in return. But there's a twist. But I'm not looking for love in return. I just want to have a good time. I just want to be young for the summer. Yeah.
Well, DJ run the track. No more love.
Yeah. Overdose. You know the vibes. You know the breed.
But I'm just saying, like, why you playing?
Hey, Sleepy Lex.
No, for real.
Hey, yo, Jewel. Talk to them.
She say all niggas do is lie, she ain't giving no more chance.
Yo.
I can tell she tired of these niggas always playing. You can catch a little vibe, I know you don't want romance. I ain't tryna be your mans, I know you just want the bands.
Hey,
I be vibing, I be laying low. You ain't gotta worry about a nigga tryna do the most.
Okay.
Leave that pussy fucking super soaked funeral. Show you a little different from the usual.
Let's work.
But she say she don't want no more love.
Yo.
She say she don't want no more love. She say she don't want no more love. She say
she don't. Come on.
No, I ain't tryna make her fall deep in love, God forgive me. I'm tryna go deep and does she feel it in her kidneys? Told her I've inside the whip, I could tell she feel me. She look me in my eyes, say boy don't tell no one you with me. She don't want no more love, she wanna smoke, pour it up. She got a crib, got money and she done bossed up. I hit Lex and I told her hit a squad up. It's you baby and I'm known to get the job done. Say you don't want no more love but I got no more love to give. So these niggas told you lies but I'ma tell you what it is. And that nigga post you on the gram acting like you're his to give you money and gifts, but I'm the one who give you dick. I ain't worrying about a nigga, he ain't worrying about a trick. We met on the island, but we link up in the 6. Sneaky links and private jets. I like it when you know the rest. No talking, get in your favorite position. I hit the gym, but the weight's ain't the only thing that I'm lifting. You say no gifts, but I can help it if I'm gifted. You could be Mike analysis like Pippin. Oh, you want me to perform like I'm on stage? Send my stick, keep you wet, color raw wave. Your heart on ice for no more pain.
Yeah. She say all niggas do is lie, she ain't giving no more chances. I can tell she tired of these niggas always playing. We can catch a little vibe, I know you don't want romance. I ain't tryna be your mans, I know you just want the bands. I be vibing, I be laying low. You ain't gotta worry about a nigga tryna do the most. Leave that pussy fucking super soaked funeral. Show you a little different from the usual. But she say she don't want no more love. She say she don't want no more love. She say she don't want no more love. She say she don't want no.
I pull up to the
So Scottie Pippen in the news lately. He can hear this and be like, I need assist. You can make Scottie mad. But that's, I like it, and I like how I done hear 4 songs from you. And I can't say it's the same. I can't, shout out to Rod Wave, but all the songs sound the same to me. I can't say this Jew song, sound like that Jew song, sound like that Jew song, and that Jew song, So I appreciate the variety. You're giving us a buffet of songs.
Yeah.
A smorgasbord of songs.
Yeah, that's definitely what the project is. Just me trying my hand with some different things, and seeing what everyone gravitate towards, and then I know, okay.
And that sophomore, hey, like Drake said, that sophomore is something different.
Yeah, man.
You come for that second
album. I coming out, but I trying to come out swinging. I want to do my best. So at least I don't feel bad at all. I know that I tried as best as I can.
And take us through this last one you brought for us. You told me this was a letter, a little letter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a love letter, but a little letter.
Yeah. So this is it definitely was a Drake inspired piece. Just something that came to me one day. I said, let me see how this to get something off my chest. As a rapper, they were like, let me speak for a minute. Let me talk about how my one of my best friends do me wrong or a girl did me wrong. But what happened was, I spoke to one, spoke about a toxic situation, someone that I dated in the past, and I love you for what you put me through, but you also teach me not to settle for something like that and not to experience anything like that anymore. So I'm telling you, thank you at the end of this letter. It's not I'm not speaking from a place of revenge. It's actually I'm speaking from a place of relief. So
gratitude.
Yes, gratitude. Like, I appreciate you a lot for putting me through that now. I'd rather go through that in my 20s than to go through that in my 40s. So like, you made me a better person by and by trying these things. Obviously it ain't happening no more, but you did your part, and thank you.
Let's say that with this. Yours truly.
Yours truly.
Yours truly.
This ain't no love song. Yeah, this that while I had you had to do me wrong, son. So long, I ain't feel this type of way in so long. Girl, you fucked me up, you did me so wrong. I mean, we were so perfect. You were my melody to every one of my verses. Find out you was sleep with someone else who left my soul hurting. Get the fabric softener and detergent, cause damn, we really did a nigga dirty. Gotta tell you why I ain't to being toxic. You try to play the victim, girl, you need to stop it. I deserve better, don't gotta take this, I got better options. Whoever thought that your ex would turn to a trending topic, accusing me for all the things that you've been doing on the low. I was blinded by your love, I should've just listened to the bros. And I got cash, but regardless, you still left a nigga, bro. Everything you done put me through gon' help a nigga grow, and that's for sure, yeah. Better than I ever been, yeah. You gotta feel my pain, is only way you gon' relate. I'm thinking you are mine, is only thing that's on my brain. First you block me, then unblock me, driving me insane. Enough for this child's play, it's best we go our several ways. Got me high off the love and I ain't even smoking. When I told you that I love you, girl, I wasn't joking. But I cannot hurt my head, I gotta keep it focused. Check my emotions. The red roses turn to dead roses. Give me those to symbolize our love, I'm guessing game over. Now you drunk texting me, trying to figure out can I hang over. You my biggest weakness, but this time I just came stronger. Thanks for breaking my heart in pieces, girl, I really mean it. Learn a lot from this heartbreak, don't trust him with your secret. Even if she is the keeper, those secrets you better keep it. Not cause she ain't Christian Dior, mean she ain't the Damon, whoa. A letter from Jew, once you know I'm fed up with you. And the toxic traits, and all of them trust issues. I must lost myself cause I was busy playing the fool. And it's all bad, but regardless.
Boy, I tell you offline, the song, I can hear the little Drake sample and the girl singing in the background.
Definitely Drake influence. The whole project, I literally went back and listened. Nothing was the same. I was like, I want a Drake get off my chest type of vibe.
A little event track.
Yeah. I even like did my voice again. We try to get as close as possible to that.
As best as you can.
Yeah.
So man, Drake, I thank you for coming on WHODAT, you know.
Thank you.
Be back.
I feel honored, you know. I feel honored, you know.
Be back in this new era, you know, this post-COVID world, this post-pandemic world. We got Timmy back. I gone from a vlog to a TV show to a podcast. We got you. I meet you as a video man, photo man, and you doing the song. So
yeah,
you know, the project will be out by the time people hear this. So let people know where they can find it.
Yeah, well, the project is going to be everywhere: iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, Amazon Music. It's literally going to be 46 other places that I can't remember the name of. It's going to be on TikTok, YouTube, SoundCloud. Everywhere you can think of, it's going to be. So, you know, the music is going to be everywhere. And on my social media pages, you're going to see snippets. We're doing a countdown. So every day, we'll be given a sneak peek of what's to come on the album. You know, we get plenty of surprises.
And I know you're a creator, so you won't let the album die. You'll keep releasing videos after videos.
Of course, I have a lot of visuals coming behind. We're shooting 2 videos this week. We're working on The Trenches. The Trenches is one of the biggest budget films that I'll be shooting for this project. So I'm really excited about that. At least I get to see where my coins is going. Shout out to Jiggy. Jiggy will be shooting that. And even with these visuals, I get to work with a lot of different videographers too. So I'm giving everybody a chance to work with them, and working with Miguel, all these other artists. So I don't want to, I want to use this wisely and work with as much talent as possible.
And lastly, the most important thing, what is the album called?
I'm not a rapper.
I'm not a rapper. So thank you again. This has been WHODAT with Tim A on the Solid Network.
Who that? What? Who that? Who that? What? Who that? Wait. Who that? What? Who that? Who that? Wait. Who that? What? 28. What? Who that? Hold that. What? Who that? Wait. Free banks. What? Who that? Whoa. Slim waist. Whoa. Who that? Wait. Who that? What? Who that? What? Who that? Place. Who that? Wait. Who that?